Good morning, friends and family. This is our sky today. Look at these wonderful, wonderful fluffy clouds. I'm sure somewhere behind here is some chemtrails, but I don't see anything today. It's nice to have a day of just sunshine and fluffy clouds. I remember as a kid, I used to just sit back and watch the clouds roll around and see what kind of images we can come up with. And then, when my son was born, he and I did the same thing, and he has a great imagination. It's nice to hang out with kids that have great imaginations, because sometimes they see the things that we don't. And now he is a 21-year-old child with a child of his own. I'm a grandma. Can you believe that? I know, I have a really young sounding voice, and sometimes through my videos it's a little hard to believe that I am almost 40. September 11th is my birthday, for real. And this particular September I will in fact be 40. So yes, I have a young sounding voice, and yes, it has gotten me out of a lot of telemarketer calls, I'll tell you. They like to call and say, "Can we speak to the head of the household?" And I just put on my most innocent voice and say, "I'm sorry, my mom's not here right now." And they usually just leave me alone after that. A couple of calls of "I'm sorry, my mom's not here right now," and they don't bother to call back. So that really worked in my defense. It really worked to my favor. That's what I mean. I do love the Lord. I love God so very much, because I was definitely into wicked things before. I was almost introduced to a coven. I had a person approach me one time in the New Age section of Barnes and Nobles and tell me that they felt the power that is coming off of me, and that I would be a powerful Wiccan, and they wanted me to join their coven, and I almost did. I was searching, I was lost. I knew that something wasn't quite right inside of me. I knew that the system that we are all born into, this wicked system, it wasn't right. And the New Age Wiccans believe that they're doing nature work. And some of their ideas and beliefs I kind of vibed with, eating healthy and natural. One of the things that was said to me was anything that the universe, anything that we needed, everything that we needed, the universe, aka God, but they don't want to give God any credit, so the universe already gave to us. And so if it's not natural, it's unnatural, as far as buildings and food and GMOs. And so that really vibed with me. And but I read some of the things that you have to do, and I always believed in a creator, not a universe, but a creator. And they wanted sacrifices, not like sacrifices as in blood sacrifices, but like you have to go and get these things and sacrifice as in fasting or whatever to prepare your body for whatever spell and blah blah blah. And it all starts out innocent enough, but as I was getting closer and closer to the truth, I realized eventually I would have to do a blood sacrifice, whether it would be a cat, a dog, a rabbit. I wasn't even sure. And so I was praying that things would change, that I would see the light. And God surely showed me the light. Kind of like a light bulb went off in my head. So that's just sort of some of how I became saved. The Lord saved me back when I was a child, and I wholeheartedly believed in Him. And, you know, unsaved, always saved. I believe that because of the fact that God doesn't never have to redo anything. He is the Almighty, and once He saves you, He doesn't have to go back and save you again. We have to repent if we stray from the flock. We have to repent for our misdeeds. And He welcomes us with open arms. And that's kind of how it happened. I knew deep down inside, my grandmother has always been talking to me about the Lord. In foster care, when I was in foster care, that's when I first got introduced to the Lord. And I loved Him as a child. But then circumstances and situations had it that I questioned Him, turned from Him, immersed myself in wickedness, and then couldn't get out of it. And I tried spells to get out of this relationship, this LGBT relationship that I was in. And I tried everything. And let me tell you guys, after praying, after finally saying, okay, Lord, I repent of all the things that I have done. I know I'm in a wicked situation, and these things that I'm trying are not working. Can you help me, please? And within 90 days of praying that prayer and meaning what I said, the Lord forgave my sins and got rid of the situation that I was in. Because He knew in my heart that I was worthy of coming back into the fold of the flock. He didn't have to save me. I needed to find Him again and understand Him better. And so, you know, within 90 days, I had tried 3 different spells over a course of 6 months. And within 90 days, the Lord did what spells couldn't do. So I am very, very thankful to Him. Very, very grateful. And I love you guys. And I hope that my little testimony, just a little piece of it, helps you all out there. Just give you some peace of mind. We're not all perfect. You guys hear me. You think that maybe I'm always happy, always no cares in the world. I don't even know what you think about me. But I can reassure you wholeheartedly that I have problems. And I am not always together. But I have faith in the Lord, and I rejoice in the Lord always, because without Him, I would still be stuck in the depths of despair. Without him, I wouldn't have the eyes to see or the ears to hear. And even though I was a conspiracy theorist all of my life, I didn't understand the things the way that I do now. So with all that being said, enjoy the fluffy clouds today and stay blessed.